to Strong Drunk Pro Celebrity Golf Challenge. If you were with us before the break, you'll remember that the leading pair had just reached the 16th. Since then, they've both played. Seve Ballesteros was first off the tee. Driver, wedge, and a nice putt to finish. Meanwhile, for the celebrities, oh dear, all sorts of problems there for Stevie Wonder.
So there it is. Huge arse of this 24-year-old Canadian.
Hello again. And coming up next on Naked Video...
the security guards at Sellafield who claim they've been affected by recent radiation leaks.
We talk to the environmentalists who complain that cruel methods are used in the testing of underarm deodorants.
And after a 6-week holiday soaking up the Caribbean sunshine, Princess Diana shocks the fashion world once again.
And then, in this week's sports special, we visit Elland Road and watch the Leeds players having another crap game.
After that, we join the crew of Simon Le Bon's yacht as they train for his next round-the-world race.
We ask the Prime Minister, does Sir Geoffrey Howe have a brain?
Tiny little bit.
We'll be bringing you all that and more. But first...
I'm General Bingley. And I am General Cumberland. Now, what do we mean by defense? Eh? We mean nuking those goddamn Russian bastards. Because, as you know, the best form of defense is attack. So that is why we have decided to embark upon this tour, to inform the people of Europe of our strategy and international policy by means of lectures, debate, but mainly by use of this special audio-visual kit. My guess is, if ever there was a nuclear war, things won't be so bad as they're painted. Right. In fact, things won't be painted at all. And on that point, what do we mean by nuclear fallout? We mean your hair will fall out, your teeth will fall out, your nails will fall out. That is, they would do if ever there was a nuclear war, which, of course, there won't be. And how can we be sure? Because I say so. And believe me, there is no one better qualified to say that than General Cumberland, because he is a pathological liar. And he is the man with his finger on the button. And the only way that button could be pressed is by accident. And there is no way that I am going to press that button by accident. That's what I'm saying to you now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this little press conference has reassured you on the infallibility of our nuclear systems, on which I am willing to stake my reputation as co-owner of the Cumberland and Bingley Nuclear Shelter Corporation. So, remember our motto. It's no use coming to us when your legs have fallen off. Good night.
Look at it. A country devastated. Whole cities laid waste. No money, no future, no hope. Yeah, they did it. They actually did it. They re-elected the Tories.
I'm a conservative. And when I look round this country of ours, what do I see? I see greed, illiteracy, violence, intolerance. And you know, none of these things could have been achieved without us.
When my little piggy comes home after a good rootle in the fields, what she wants is a really good roll in the muck, and I like to help her. Sometimes my little piggy's friend, Billy the Boar, comes a-visiting, and they have lots of fun together. But they have to watch out for mean Mr. Mincer, the pork butcher, who just can't wait to get his hands on their rashers. What a lot of fun I have with my little piggy.
My little piggy.
Available in strange toy shops everywhere.
There's your groceries. Anything else, Mrs. Arkwright?
Why, I'd like some firelighters, please.
There we go.
Mr. Grade. Yes, Mr. Grade. Well, after the success of the one about the Home Guard, and then the one about the ENSA troop in India, and then the one about the Germans in occupied France, we thought, well, you know, bugger it, why not stick with a war? Why not write a situation comedy series about a Japanese concentration camp? Oh yes, we've thoroughly researched it, Mr. Grade. Oh, well, yes, whatever you think best, Mr. Grade, yes. We'll think again. Bye now.
He doesn't like the idea.
He likes the idea. It's the title he doesn't like.
Well, it's a great title. Are you being starved?
But you see, the thing is, he doesn't think it's jolly enough.
Well, how about Hi-de-Hi Hiroshima?
Or I ain't half thin, Mum. No, we'll rehash something later. Let's get back to the script. Where were we?
Well, we're at the bit where Major Tojo's mistress gets blown sky high after trying on the exploding kamikaze knickers.
Oh, that's right. And then Colonel Titterington claps his hand and says, "By Jove, but there's a nip in the air tonight."
I've just had a thought. Why don't we make it the effeminate camp guard that gets blown up? Then the Colonel could say, he vanished with a poof.
That's great.
No, maybe not.
No, maybe not. Well, I think we're best to keep satire out of it, really.
So, we've got the heart in the right place, but a bit of a silly ass, Captain Percy Perkins, confronting Major Tojo about his maltreatment of the easygoing but a bit thick Corporal Nobby Clark. Here, let's read it.
All right, let's read it.
I'll be Perkins and you be Tojo.
I'll be Tojo. Right, here we go. What do you want?
What have you done with Nobby, you yellow devil?
Nobby, very bad. Nobby have secret radio. Nobby must be tortured.
You'll never break a man like Nobby. He'll fight you tooth and nail.
Nobby no longer got teeth or nails. Oh, I love
it. The compact disc. You can scratch it. You can spread peanut butter all over it. You can even use it as a frisbee. You can even stir-fry vegetables with it. In fact, there are hundreds of ways of amusing yourself with a compact disc while you're saving up to buy a compact disc player.
Peace, all the best, please. Brothers and sisters, I got you drink.
Sunlight blows in your hair. All across the nation, it's a new vibration.
Kids today, they don't know what music is. Now, when I was a lad, whoa, there was giants in them days. Giants. Little Richard, Tiny Tim, Little Eva, Short-Ass Perkins.
The way I see it, you've either got it or you haven't got it. And see if you have got it. Gonna give me some.
Good evening, and welcome to Your Questions, the program where we look at the important and far-reaching questions that affect the way all of us live. Tonight, on Your Questions, we ask the question, is Jeffrey Archer as big a tit as he looks? Well, there we have it. Pretty conclusive proof. Yes, he is.
Hello. It's me, Shadwell. I stayed at home this week because Mum forgot to pay the last instalment on my trousers. So they repossessed them. It was quite an eventful week, really. Uncle Pobe come round with a bit of news that upset my nan. He said, French people don't use toilet paper. They use a duvet instead. Well, we haven't got a duvet, so Mum hung a pillowcase next to the toilet. We had Christmas this week. I know it wasn't Christmas for anybody else, but Mum refuses to buy a calendar, so we're never quite right, you see. I always get the same present from my nan. Pair of socks. Wearing a bit thin now, mind they are. Uncle Pobe gave me an alarm clock. It's a very good one, because I didn't sleep at all last night. And then my mum said she wanted to give me something practical, so she gave me £5 of potatoes. Obviously, I don't believe in Father Christmas, and I wrote and told him as well. Christmas dinner, guinea pig we had. Mum says it's better than a turkey because it'd have got more legs, you see. We had a bird last year, budgerigar it was. Suppose it'll be my stick insect next year. Of course, Nan refused to eat anything until we found her false teeth. I don't know why she bothers. There's nothing the matter with her real teeth. She just says she don't want to wear them out. That's what it is. Anyway, Uncle Pobe come to the rescue. He sorted things out. He gave her a food mixer. So now, of course, false teeth aren't good enough for her anymore. We'll be sitting there watching the television, and Nan will say, Shadwell, be a good boy. Pop upstairs and get my Morphy Richards, will you? I just fancy a peppermint. Back to normal meals today. I had a beef burger for tea. Not just a beef burger, obviously. I had a plate and a knife and fork. So it's a proper meal. That's about it, really. Oh, it looks like Uncle Pobe is going to have to come and live with us because they're knocking his house down to build a cherry orchard. Anyway, couldn't think of a poem about my house this week, so I thought I'd do a poem about something else. Here it is. It's called Yes. No. 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 Oh, all right, then. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Take a handful of nuts. Then squeeze out all the goodness. Cover them with a hard, thick exterior. And what have you got? The South African police force.
No, I don't think Chile is a fascist state obsessed with uniforms, parades, and military paraphernalia. But why are you asking me? I only sweep the streets.
Right then. I'll just ask you a few questions on the highway code. What does a green light mean?
Go.
And a red light?
Go faster.
Where's the best place to overtake a vehicle?
On a bend, Browden Hill, Zebra Crossing.
Fine. And who is right of way in a roundabout?
Me.
And what should you always do in the wet?
drive right up to the car in front, right up to his bumper, blast your horn and flash your lights.
Right. Well, I'm pleased to say you've passed. Here's your taxi driver's license. How much, love?
10 quid.
It's a deal. She's yours. Before we go any further, there's something I must tell you.
Yes.
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 I've got a stutter.
It's only when you first start entertaining in your own home that you realise what you haven't got.
Friends.
Well, I love kids, actually. Actually, I don't like to use that term, actually, because they are people, aren't they? Only younger. Sometimes I call them young people. I do. No, because I learnt how to teach training college. I did the power relations option for 3 years, so, you know, I know what I'm talking about. It really teaches you how to bond with kids, children, young people. No, it does, it teaches you that. And when I started, you know, I insisted that they call me Susan, you know, because, you know, that's not my name, so... No, but it just means that, you know, I can be your friend, but I can still punish you if I have to, because I am your teacher, but only in name type of thing. And that really bonded us. It did. It really bonded us. And we got really close as well, because they even thought up a nickname for me, which I thought, you know, they did. Miss Wagglebottoms. No, I thought that was really rather lovely. And luckily they agreed with me about no exams, because that's really power craze, isn't it? I think it is anyway. No, I insisted on, you know, continuous assessment, you know, for the individual youngster, sorry. No, because it's much fairer. And although I couldn't always find the kids in the daytime to assess, but it didn't matter. No, I insisted that they just handed something in at the end of term, you know, to show they'd tried. I had quite an interesting collection of things handed in, actually. Sadly, I had to throw some of them away because, you know, it would have spread germs about the school. No, but anyway. No, some of these kids are so deprived. They are so deprived. Some of them, this is true, have not been breastfed. Can you believe it? Had not been breastfed. The least I could do was to offer some of these teenagers a second chance. Particularly during social studies, you know, because we learn about bonding there and eating and drinking generally and entertaining, you know, particularly useful for the school leavers, you know, because they'll be on the dole and everything, a lot of spare time for dinner parties. And anyway, you know, practice it. And we were just practicing this with the role-playing dinner party situation. A couple of my friends came to sort of fan it out. And they're very sweet, actually. They're trying for a baby at the moment. And obviously we had to ask them to stop during the meal because it was a bit distracting. The kids were like, you know, everyone had a lovely time. I certainly did. Team again, please.
Well, what do you make of it? They dropped a bomb. Well, about 100, actually. But even though I lost my home, my car and my ear, I still think the government was right to maintain the nuclear deterrent. Because I firmly believe it's the only way to maintain peace. You don't believe me? Well, there's peace now, isn't there? Hey? I'll rest my case. Anyway, ours is not to reason why and why not. Mind you, you do miss life's luxuries like bread, water and EastEnders. But there's always somebody with a joke, a cheery smile and a Chaz and Dave songbook. Usually me, as it happens. Hello, Bob!
Fancy a little game of leapfrog later on this afternoon, eh?
Why don't you piss off and give us peace?
Oh, what a character, eh? But still, it's not all fun and games, as I was saying to the wife. Well, what's left of her. It can be difficult, especially with Christmas coming up. But look on the bright side. At least the shops will be a damn sight quieter than they were last year, eh? See what I mean? Every mushroom cloud has a silver lining. Bye then. Keep your pecker on. Eh?
Hello, Houston. Moon buggy recovery unit preparing to sight target. There she is, after 15 years on the lunar surface. Let's see what kind of shape she's in. God damn, there are Puerto Ricans living on the
I want a guardian angel in heaven, up above the ionosphere, and her job will be to keep us all living in peace or in pieces, my dear. She'll be up there to defend our freedom, and someday when the pitching gets hard, you can bet she'll strike out for a home run and keep our neighbors' balls out of our yard. Twinkle, twinkle, little satellite, you shine down so bright. Keep your eye on what our good comrades do. They're a real friendly bunch once it's even at lunch. And we talked about the weather and the food and the weather and who'd be the next barbecue. I want a man-made ballistic Madonna and the nuclear nativity on high, and a judgment day computed in NASA to take us back to our home in the sky.